Hi, it's Hope and welcome to the video. This is going to be my kind of like reading vlog slash my thoughts and opinions on A Vow So Bold and Deadly by Brigid Kemmerer. I haven't started it. It is currently like 9, I don't know exactly, I think it's like 9:40 on the 27th of January, and any background noise there is, that is my fans. My room gets very hot at night, so fans need to be on, and so I'm not going to be turning the fans off just to update. So how this is going to go is I have it on my iPad, so I'm going to like read a chapter, and if anything big happens, say what happened, what my opinions are on it, and just kind of make predictions as we go. As of right now, I know nothing. I haven't heard a single spoiler. The book has been out for less than 48 hours. And just over the next few days, you're going to kind of see my reactions. I don't even know how this is going to turn out, but I will, again, at the end of each chapter, or a couple of chapters, kind of talk through it. I'm not going to do any like time lapses or anything, because my camera and my editing software just kind of like don't mix, and it ends up being very like choppy and not smooth. So there's that. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. I know that there are 4 point of views, and those are Ren, Harper, Gray, and I don't know exactly how to pronounce the last character's name. I'm going to pronounce it Liamara, because that's how it looks like it's pronounced. So anytime I refer to that character, I'm going to be calling her Liamara, even though I don't know if that's 100% how you pronounce her name. I know there's a 4 point of views, and where we left off, literally anything could happen. My guess is that there's shit's gonna hit the fan, and like all of that. I know that there are, like, we go back and forth between characters' point of views, and that is it. So welcome on this adventure that I have no idea how it's gonna go, but this is just kind of a trial reading vlog. I'm going to mainly just keep track of what I'm reading, not much of what I'm doing just throughout the day, because a lot of the times I read my ebooks. Usually around like 9 o'clock I'll start reading them, and I'll read for a couple hours, but I will keep you updated on when I stop reading and all of that. Also, the lighting is really dark because I'm just using like my ceiling light, versus normally when I film videos I use my computer to illuminate the background, because I don't have a ring light. That is something that I need to get, but I just haven't found any at a decent price that have good reviews. That is like one of the next few things that I plan on buying is a ring light, but I also need to figure out how I can get a ring light shipped to me, because my parents pretty much, anytime I order anything online, pretty much go, "Oh, what did you order?" And I have to tell them. And they don't know I do YouTube. Almost a year in, they still don't know. Well, my mom knows, but I don't think she knows. It's like she knows I've told her, but I don't think she understands what it means and how serious I take it. That's aside, that's an entirely different thing. So yeah, this might be an angle. There might also be, I might set it on next to my table here, and like honestly kind of like sit on the floor, honestly, or like whatever. I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know if I'm ever out of frame or like partially in frame. It's because the viewfinder on my camera is on the back of the camera, so if I hold the camera, like if I pick up the camera and like hold it like this, I don't know if I'm in frame. And I try to do my best, but I don't know. So let's see where this goes. So the first chapter was pretty much just Gray kind of doing nothing really, and just kind of saying how he didn't want to go to war with like Ren and Emberfall, but that's what he has to do, and also kind of just talking about how Liamara is taking her mother's throne well-ish. Yeah, like this might be a point of view you might get. I'm literally sitting on my floor with my camera on like my table, and the next chapter is Ren, which right now I'm kind of upset with Ren from just everything that happened in the second book that I'm like, do I really want to read his point of view? The answer is no, not really. But whatever. Okay, so I'm now using my iPad to light me up. But so chapter 2 was Ren's and Lilith showed up. Chapter 3 was Ren's, and then chapter 4 was Harper's, and no. Chapter 3 was Harper's, and then chapter 4 was Ren's, and not much happened except they're deciding that they're going to let the people of Silvermoon Harbor come to them because they currently don't have them on their side of this, like, war, and all of that. I still don't know really where this is going. Like, obviously it's gonna be a war and, like, all of that. I kind of secretly hope Gray and Liamara win because I don't really like Ren. And then Harper is just kind of whatever. So in chapter 5 there was the beginning of like a ball, and Ren really pissed Harper off. And I'm honestly like, girl, yeah, you're just realizing how much of an asshole he is. Like, I realized that. Beginning of book 2, he's an asshole when he wants to be. But then he's also sweet when he wants to be, so like, I don't know, but yeah. Chapter 6 is Ren's point of view. I really want to get back to Gray and Liamara. I like them so much more than like Ren and Harper. So we are now 8 chapters in. The last 3 chapters were still like Harper and Ren. Ren found out that there's a like passageway that his army can go through, and I'm scared that he's gonna use it. They still were fighting. Lilith came in the night and Harper attacked her, which was kind of badass. Harper and Ren also almost had sex in the like horse stables or something like that. That would have been a very eventful first time. And now we're going on to chapter 9, which is Liamara, and I'm really excited because you know. But I can't really think of anything else in the last like 3 chapters that have happened that stood out that felt like needed to be talked about. So Liamara's first chapter is just her doing queenly business, and then somebody, let's just say now there's a fire around them, around her and her sister and all of that, and then we just go to Gray's chapter where he's like sword playing with like people. This is interesting and stressful. So we're up to chapter 16, so I just finished chapter 15, and there's a lot to talk about. I got so invested that I forgot to like film, but so Liamara got attempted to be poisoned, didn't work out, and what else? A lot of stuff has been going on where a lot of people think that Liamara's not like a worthy queen, and that like Gray is causing her to be weak, and they're not trusting him because obviously he's from Emberfall and has magic. And in chapter 15, how do I word this? Well, Gray and Liamara had sex. It's fade to black. And nothing's descriptive, but it obviously said, and I find it very adorable because they were each other's first, which made me smile at the like cuteness. And on chapter 16, we're going into Gray's point of view. I think this will be my last chapter, just because of time-wise and all of that. But, like, I ship Gray and Liamara so hard that I'm just like, they are perfect. They are like endgame. They are the couple I'm rooting for. And I'm at the point that I don't want any more. I don't like Ren and Harper anymore because Gray and Liamara are so perfect. But my arm is getting sore from holding this up. And I want to get on to this next chapter because it's like the morning after, and ooh, is it going to be awkward? Is it going to be cute? I don't know. So currently on chapter 17, it's Ren's point of view. I'm going to call it quits for a night. It is 11:05, and I am 36% through the book, I believe it said. So that's like a good point to stop. I read for about an hour and 20 minutes-ish, which is like what I normally would do. But I feel like this is the perfect time to end because like I feel like it's gonna be in blocks of like there's gonna be a couple of chapters like in like Emberfall with Ren and Harper, and then there's gonna be a few chapters with Liamara and Gray in I don't even know how to pronounce the country, but where they are, and that's what that's gonna do. So I feel like ending on a point where it's the like location change is a good place. I also with that last chapter, with chapter 16 with like Gray, he has like a conversation with Jake that's very like funny and very like best friend type thing, and I like love their friendship so much. And yeah, I can't think of anything else I want to talk about, so I guess I'll see you whenever I decide to pick this book up again. So it is now the what day even is it? 28th? Yeah, it's 28th, so it's the next day. It is 8:15, and I'm going to start reading again. I'm on chapter 17, and the next, I think it was 10 chapters, are varying point of views of Harper and Ren, so I'm going to try to at least read that tonight. I'm not going to be able to get as much read as I normally would want to because I have to get up early in the morning to help my cousin pack because she's moving this weekend and has like nothing packed. So I have to go to bed a bit earlier, and I still would like to write some of my story tonight because I am barely on track for my goal. Also, if it looks like I'm wearing the exact same shirt that I was in the previous clips, it is because I'm wearing a different shirt that looks exactly the same. So for that, I probably won't update until those 10 chapters are up, unless a big thing happens. Then I will talk to the camera here, but I just really want to focus on enjoying the book, and not saying that doing a reading vlog isn't making me enjoy it, but I don't want to have to worry about updating the camera every time something happens. And I should just stop saying is my favorite word apparently. I'm just gonna cut the camera. So Lilith just showed up, and like hurt Harper, and then also like somehow showed Harper a kind of like memory from the night that caused this curse, and all of that, and that was my brain the entire time. I was like, what's gonna happen, what's gonna happen, what's gonna happen? One line that Lilith says that is like really, really good for a villain is I can control you just as easily as I can control him. And now, right after this, So that's what's happened. I'm still in the middle of chapter 18, I think it is. So we're at the end of chapter 22. Well, I just finished chapter 22, and at the end there's such a sweet moment that I do actually like of Ren and Harper is when Ren is helping Harper out of her dress because she doesn't want to bother her lady-in-waiting or anybody, and she just kind of wants to be with him. But unfortunately, in the middle of a very cute moment, they're interrupted for dinner. And it's very like tension filled, and I actually do really like it. And now we're going on to chapter 23, which is Harper's point of view. The last chapter was Ren's point of view. And I'm around the 50% mark. I think maybe just a tiny bit over the 50% mark. And so far, I am liking this. It's not my favorite. It's probably, based on this point right now, it's probably my least favorite in the series. But I am only 50% in. And I'm just going to continue. The end of the last chapter, which is chapter 23. Do I need to say what happened based on what happened in the last chapter? Like, do I need to say? I'll say, Ren and Harper had sex, and it was actually, like, it was, again, fade to black, but still very sweet and very loving, and, like, I hate that I'm, like, they're not that bad, like, okay, no, Ren and Harper together as in a couple, I love. Ren and Harper as separate people, I don't. And I'm very, like, so, like, I don't know. So, I don't know how well I'm in frame. Currently the camera's sitting on, like, my bedside table here. But, so, Lilith showed up in the middle of the night after Harper and Ren had sex, and then attacked Ren, caused death of multiple guards throughout the castle, and all of that. At this point, I'm just gonna, like, say I don't know what I'm gonna see the camera next, because I could literally read 2 pages, and for all I know, there might be something to talk about. But, so, like, that just happened, and I'm still like, oh god. So, we're now going on to chapter 28, so we just finished chapter 27, and Lilith killed Zoe, who is kind of, like, essentially, like, Harper's best friend, basically, and then, Harper is now at the, Crooked Inn, which, if you read the first book, you know what I'm talking about, and she's now going to be set on a mission to find Gray and all of that, and I genuinely have no idea where we're going with this. Chapter 28 is Gray, but I am going to save that for tomorrow night because it is 9:12, and again, I'd like to write a bit. I'd like to write for, like, at least half an hour, and I'd like to go to bed before midnight, and it takes me a while to fall asleep. I'm currently 59% through, so that's kind of like what I wanted to be, about 60. 59 is basically 60 in my head, so yeah. So it is currently 10:17 on the 29th, so this is day 3 of reading of Also Bold and Deadly. This is a little bit later than I wanted to try to start reading this. But I had to edit a video, which would have been my February TBR video, and that took a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, so yeah, I am kind of tired because I had to go help my cousin pack, and then I had to go to work, and then I had to edit a video, so I'm exhausted, but I wanted to try to get this done tonight, but now I'm at the point that I'm like, I'll take getting over like 75% of the way done a win. So yeah, all I know is we're going into, I think it's Gray's point of view. Yeah, I'm going into chapter 28, which is Gray's point of view. I'll probably read till like 11, maybe, so like 40 minutes or so. Because I do also want to keep on writing my story, because if I fall behind one day, I notice that I fall behind multiple days if I don't write every day. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get to about 75%, which is not that far because I'm at 59%. Who knows, I might say screw it and finish the book, depending on if I can't stop. So yeah. So we are at chapter 31, which is Harper's point of view, and Harper is now where Gray and Liamara are, kind of as a, like, I think maybe she's realizing that maybe the two separate sides aren't what is needed, and she's taking Gray and Liamara's side, which I'm happy with. As I've said before, how much I dislike Ren, but like Harper, like leaving Ren temporarily at least to go find like Gray is like making me like her even more, because I'm like, you're realizing that like Ren has no reason to fight in theory. Like, Gray should get the throne. He should, and like, in my opinion, what should happen is obviously Gray should get the throne of like Emberfall, and then somehow we form an alliance between Emberfall and how the fuck do you pronounce the place? I always forget the country that Liamara's from. Like, whenever I say I mean it, I mean I am literally just like, it like slips my mind, but like, they should form an alliance, just become one country maybe, or like, I don't know. I'm probably saying shit that's bullshit. Like, I don't know, but like, I'm honestly excited for Harper's point of view, and this is the first chapter in Harper's point of view that I'm like, yes, I'm excited for this. Now we are on to chapter 37. I'm a couple pages in, and so far we're currently in Gray's point of view, and Gray, Harper, Liamara, and just kind of everyone and Liamara are kind of just traveling to Emberfall to see if what Harper's saying about Ren is true, saying that he wants peace, he wants all of that, and that all Harper wants is Lilith to die, which I'm okay with. It's 11:05 and I'm 85% through the book, and I'm just gonna push through and finish this. I'm probably not going to like film up until the end here, because I want to just enjoy it, and then I'll share what happened, and then probably tomorrow I'll film an overall, like, my final thoughts, my final rating, and all of that. So we're about to enter chapter 45, and everyone, like Harper, Ren, Gray are all kind of trying to fight Lilith, and I don't know if Gray or if Lilith turned Ren into a monster, or I don't know if Ren managed to do it himself. And like, I don't know, I wasn't going to do anything, but I'm just like, I need a minute to process this. Like, I have a feeling that this, like, monster version of Ren is going to kill Lilith once and for all.
this is not how I thought this book was gonna end, and like I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So I just finished A Vow So Bold and Deadly, and I have no idea how I feel. The ending is like sweet, and like it almost feels like it ends on a very, very open ending. We end up where Gray is going to be crowned king. And like Ren is going to be on like Gray's like council, I think it is. And one thing that the second I read it, I gasped and was like, oh my gosh, yes, is that Gray and Liamara are having a baby. So when I said there's going to be some sort of like truce, some sort of like where Liamara and Gray rule kind of both places, their child is going to be the rightful heir of both thrones. Therefore, sometime in the future, the two countries are going to possibly submerge into one in the future, off page. That's what I imagine. I don't know. I think I'm going to sleep on my thoughts, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts tomorrow after like I sleep on it and think about it tomorrow, and then I'll give my final rating then, because I don't know. Like, I can't tell this. I don't know how I feel. That happens with a lot of like series finales where it's like, I don't know how I feel. Like, is it better than the second one? Is it the worst in the series? I genuinely don't know. I genuinely do not know.
So, my final thoughts on A Vow So Bold and Deadly. This is actually like, I'm actually filming this on February 1st because I've needed the time, and my final rating that I'm giving it is a 4-star. I feel like it can't have anything more than that. I did really like it, but a lot of things did fall short, so 4 stars it is. I did enjoy it. I liked where it went. It wasn't where I thought it was going to go, but I don't really have any specific things to say. I do love how it ended. I believe I mentioned that before. And like overall, it was good. That's really the only word I can say is good. It is a Heart So Fierce and Broken, which is the second book, is definitely my favorite, and I still cannot tell if the first or the third is the next. I think it actually maybe might go in the order of favorites is a Heart So Fierce and Broken, A Curse So Dark and Lonely, and A Vow So Bold and Deadly being my least favorite. But I hate saying, oh, this book is my least favorite, because it still is super good. So, I don't know. That's what I'm leaving it at this. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope this turned out the way I hope it is. I exported all the footage. I think I have like 24 clips. So, editing this is going to be fun. Ha ha ha. Me editing this in 2 days is going to be like, fuck you. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye!